All right, I'm back. Just wanted to jump back in. Listen, Lyle's awesome. Super appreciative that a guy of that caliber came on and hung out with us. That's a big step in the right direction for the channel, especially for the podcast. That that guy allows me to promote the channel in a great way, right? He's a big name in the industry. And so that's a huge plus. I hate that I didn't get to talk about PRI. So we'll have to have him back on. But I wanted to come back on, hang out with some friends. I made those guys jump off probably a little too fast because we were trying to make some time up. I'm gonna have to trim the goatee. I think. Look, it's just crazy when I look in the screen here. So let's have some comments. I've sent messages back out to all the guys that were on earlier to see if they want to jump back on. If you want to jump in, I'm going to share the link in the comments here, which is something I've never done. Never done that. But I wanted to do that this time. I've got about 20 minutes I had planned to still be live with him or someone that was on, and so I figured we'd come in and we'd kick around a little bit of ideas, some plans for 2022, talk about what somebody's got going on. The Oz Misfits Facebook page is blowing, or group is blowing up, and obviously 815 LSX Swaps is still driving on his way to the house. So he had a 5-hour drive. That was 2 hours ago. Dirty Panda says he's here in Hart. I had sent him the link to see if he wanted to jump on. And unfortunately, he says no. And guys, great mechanic, great outlook on life. Dude needs a spot to set some roots down, wants to be involved in the automotive industry. Obviously, a YouTuber right now. We are firing up his stuff. So reach out to him, Dirty Panda, DIRTE Panda on YouTube, and it's Richard Edward on Facebook. So he's a friend of mine. Obviously, him and I conversate quite a bit. I feel like he's a good dude. I don't know. He's trying to move somewhere that he can stay within the automotive industry. I don't have any jobs like that available. I am actually just thinking we may have something at the employer I'm at that would maybe work. I don't know if it'd be something he'd even want to do, but he'd at least be close. So again, talked about some of that stuff. Nope. Matt Monroe, Big Watch Garage, who was on earlier, said he can't jump back on. It's date night. My wife and I had one of those last night. Went to a friend's birthday party. Goals. Let's talk about goals, y'all. I laid out some stuff for 2022 on a piece of paper the other day. I'm just going to tell you, there's big stuff coming. Big stuff coming. 815 2022 goals, 1,000 followers. They crossed 500 last week or the week before. So that's a big plus. To be a year and a half in and already be at 500 subscribers is a big deal on YouTube. That's an outlet that we see a lot of folks. Obviously most of the friends we have are from, most of the automotive friends we have are from YouTube. Let's see, I'm trying to go through the notes here. Okay, gotcha. So right now Richard is in Hannibal, Missouri. That's not too far from us. Maybe I can work and do all that kind of stuff. Dirty Panda says, I wonder if I can break 100 subscribers by the end of the year. Yes. Mississippi Hippie asks, so you're co-driving Sick Week? Yes, me and Justin Ray Chestnut, who was in earlier, we're taking a 29 Model A with a blown small block in it. It's freaking awesome. Let me get it pulled up here. It's such a cool rig, and I'm so thankful that he's letting me even ride with him. But we're flying in I'm flying in, not where he lives in Tampa. And so since he moved down there, it's been our plan for me to come down and visit and hang out. He's got a blown big block C10 truck that was here at the house in one of our videos, I think when Send It Race Media came in. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up on comments, but I'm trying to also find this, so I'm off screen a little bit here. Let me get it to where we share it. This is him and his wife standing in front of the 29 Model A. He has since put a Detroit 2-stroke diesel blower on it, root style blower, and 2 carbs. Looks super cool. He has some 18-inch wide Mickey Thompsons for the back that we're going to drive around on. We'll move to some slicks for racing. So it'll be it's not going to be very fast, but it is going to be a ton of fun. He's got side glass coming. He's got front glass coming. So I'm flying in on February 4th for Sick Week. Let me get that off of there for Sick Week. And then we're obviously going to take that car and go through all the stuff. Mississippi Hippie says, thought about driving my C10 down and cruising all week to the tracks. Dude, bring it on. I don't know if there's still spots available in Sick Ward, but I'm sure there is. The benefits of Sick Ward is you're getting your own parking spots. You're getting your own VIP whole thing. Look up Sick Week 2022, Florida, Bradenton or Tampa to Orlando. God, let me get it pulled up here because there's a whole ton of stuff. It's really, really cool. And if you haven't seen our Facebook post, we made the Sick the Mag. Here's the schedule. All right, so February 5th is the pre-event party, which is exciting. I'm pumped about that. Obviously, flying in on the 4th, we'll have that. February 6th is registration day at Bradenton. We'll race the morning at Bradenton, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m., and then we'll go to what's called Old Town, which I think is in Orlando, which is whatever's close to Disney World. Whatever town Disney World is in, that's where we're going. Patina Pit Stop has let Dirty Panda know he's at 51 now. That's awesome, guys. Good channel. I've really been on him hard about just getting videos out, just produce content. He has content he's recorded on his phone, so we've been pushing on him to do that. Day 2, so we go Bradenton to Old Town. We race at Bradenton 8 a.m. to 2 p.m., which will be a different for me. A lot of times drag week ends up racing in the morning and you drive in the afternoon. This will be the same setup. For race week, though, for 2.0 for Rocky Mountain Race Week, we always race at night and drive during the day so you can leave early in the morning, things like that. If you have a repair, you can fix it overnight and then drive the next day. So we're Bradenton to Old Town, which is like what you would think. It's an old town. Tons of cruise nights and things like that happen there, so we're going there. That's somewhere close to Orlando Speed World, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. day 2, which is February 8th. And then what's called the drive day that day is called Beach Day. So we're going to essentially drive the coast from Orlando to Gainesville. That night is Trailer Burnout Night, which if you don't know, trailer burnouts and drag and drive events are a big deal, big, long burnouts. If you were listening to the David Williams podcast from the other day, he talked about wanting to do like a mile-long burnout. You're dragging a trailer, you're going to end up, half a mile, something like that. Trailer burnouts are the best. That's where we're at. I've got to get the cart to where we're going to do that. And then so that's Gainesville. Then we move to February 10th. Day 4 is South Georgia Motorsports Park. We're actually going to be the Don Garlett's Drag Racing Museum. That show is presented by Summit. This is the day that I'm most excited about. Okay, South Georgia Motorsports Park is about 200 miles from Bradenton. So we're driving. We'll have a drive day the next day, all the way to Bradenton. So it's going to be a long, long day. The next, after the Don Garlett's Museum, but it is rented just to Sick Week participants, Sick Ward participants. It's going to be really cool. I'm excited to see Tom Bailey's take on a drag and drive event because he's been to so many drag and drive events that I think he's ready to, obviously he's ready to do one of his own, but he's ready to put his own name on one. And anything that he's involved with is generally huge. He handles stuff way differently than a lot of folks. A lot of it is about the time spent with other people for him. So it's really cool to see that we're going to, the drives are shorter, which allows for more time to hang out with folks. You'll end up longer at a checkpoint because you won't have to cover 250 miles. And that's kind of the benefit of doing it in Florida, plus the weather in February. some of the struggles that Race Week runs into is, which tracks do you hit for 2.0, especially the middle of the country, you know, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Texas, Kansas, things like that. The tracks are just too far apart for them. And when they do Colorado for 1.0, it's the same thing. Those tracks are way far apart. So they have, they go all the way to Kearney, Nebraska, things like that. So to drive from Colorado to Kearney is a 2-day trip in your 50-mile-an-hour race car. So that's what they do then. No, excuse me. Yeah, Dirty Panda says, thanks for the love, bro. Man, you've earned it, bro. It's good stuff. 815 says the Danger Ranger 9000 is another goal for 2022. I will say we are going back. We have committed with 815 and Patina Pit Stop to attend Cletus and Cars Indy. So we're going to do that, and we're going to attempt whatever's the Indy 800. I'm literally, after this, I'm going to start messaging everyone that's involved in any of that stuff, and just, hey, let me in. What do I got to do? What do I need to buy? What do we need to do? And see if we can race in that. I would love to race in an event like that. And the way I think to get us to do that is to be able to support and hit the like button and thumbs up and all that kind of shit, and follow us and subscribe and share stuff. Dirty Panda says you'll be there for Indy. Bro, listen, we're going to get a hotel room. We're going to get an Airbnb. And I think we're going to end up probably just, I don't know, maybe opening the garage up too. And we're going to bring some cots, and there's going to be a shitload of people stay there. It's going to be a car guy weekend. Steven and I, again, will drive up Friday, hopefully in the cart. If not, we'll bring something cool. And then I think I'll just bring the cart. I think that's the way to do it. And then we'll drive the cart up Friday. We'll hang out Friday night, Saturday night, come home Sunday like we did last time, if we haven't broken anything. So, all that kind of stuff. Dirty Panda says his Instagram is up to 1,260 folks. So that, dude, listen, man, take the 20 minutes a day and message 15 people. I'm telling you, it works every time. Think about camping at the track for Indy. That may not be a bad idea. I don't know how many folks camp, but you could always do that and definitely meet some more people. That gives you great content for that stuff. So Indy, and then race week. Hang on, let me get my list out here, because I've got a list of events that we're hoping to attend, or these are must attend events for us. So we got Sick Week. We host a drag and drive event. Right now, I think it's probably the 8th through 10th of April. We haven't got the final say from Mocan Raceway. Love those guys. So Travis Wise on Facebook is asking, when will there be more info on your drag and drive event? It's funny, I'm just getting into this. I haven't got the confirmation from Carl and Craig about the 8th yet. The plan is to race on Friday night. I'll have the rules put up tomorrow. I'll just go ahead and do those. Ice cream cruise. If you could tell me when the ice cream cruise is, a roundabout date, I'll see what I can do. I think last year it was literally the day we were driving back from vacation. 815, yes, you need to stay and put out a video this time for sure. We need to just go back to the Airbnb that night, and both of us edit a video. We'll go live while we're editing the video. We'll drink beers and we'll talk to fans. April is the Circuit Drag and Drive, which is what we host. May 13th to 14th is Cletus and Cars Indy and the 800. And then we literally run until October for the or September, for late September, early October is what Matt has said for Drag and Drive, or for Race Week. God dang, I'm all over the place here. For 2.0, or Race Week is what it's referred to as. Oh, hey, Bad Tree Productions back in here. Said he's at a family Christmas. Dude, that's what I was doing last night when you were live, man. I had turned up just enough to where I could hear everybody talking, and those guys were talking about all kinds of cool Mopar and LS stuff, or they were talking about Mopar. I was talking about LS, and got put in timeout for a few minutes for saying the LS swap the Mopars. Battery, is that a normal night that you guys do all the time? Is it always Saturday night or whatever? Hang on, sorry, trying to go in here some stuff. I knew I didn't do this right a while ago. I'm dropping the link to the StreamYard if somebody wants to jump in. Going to go for probably another 6 or 8 minutes, and then I'm headed into the house. I'm pretty hungry. 815 asks when is our our drag and drive event? Holy geez, I've talked too much. Our drag and drive event is the first weekend or second weekend of April. So 8th through the 10th right now is one more thing. Oh, that was a one-off deal for Duddy's Adventures, Duddies Adventures. Did he hit the 1,000 subs? I know he was really, really close when I left. We'll take a look here real quick. Pull up the old YouTube. Sorry, stay with me. Oh, 910 subs. Hang on. Let me share his stuff over here with you guys. I know that our folks would love some of his adventure. So guys, go over and sub to that dude. Let him know that you all support. August 6th to 8th for Ice Cream Cruise. Oh, dude, he snuck outside. What's up, dude?
Not much, man. Sitting out here freezing my ass off.
I'm glad you jumped in. Stuff last night was good, man. The bit I was in is Mopar stuff. So you had some Mopar folks on there. I think I was ruffling some feathers. I couldn't stay long, so I figured I'd make a mark for myself.
Yeah. Well, you know how well we're generally, I'd say 85% Mopar on our channel.
Yeah.
And you know how Mopar guys are. They're loyalists. So when you hear LS swap in a Mopar, that ruffles a lot of feathers. You know, me, not so much. You know, it's your car, it's whatever, it's your build, do what you want to do. But, you know, whatever.
Yep.
As long as you're having fun, that's all that matters.
That's what matters the most. And like, here's the biggest thing. Here is if you have a car that runs and drives, run and drive that son of a bitch just to get it out, have some fun, start piling parts for when you want to upgrade, you know?
Exactly.
Yep.
It's just like Harley guys. Like, I'm a big Jap bike kind of guy. And they'd always give me shit. And it's like, hey, man, 2 wheels is 2 wheels, ain't it? Aren't you out there doing it? So
That's right. That's right. So family Christmas party today, huh?
Yep. I'm at my grandfather's shop. He owns a cowboy western store.
Yeah. Nice.
See the gun in the window, and
yeah.
He makes clothing, so like Back to the Future 3. Yeah. Titanic, Lonesome Dove, Shanghai Nights, all that kind of stuff. He makes clothing for movies and stuff. So,
wow.
Yep. So
that's pretty cool. I mean, like, how does he get into a situation like that? He makes cool stuff, and then somebody goes, "Hey, this guy makes cool stuff. Go talk to him."
Well, this is Northeast. We're right on the Mississippi River in the northeast corner of Iowa. He originally was from Des Moines, which is, everybody knows that city in Iowa. Yeah. But he moved here back in the 70s, and he started in his house with my grandma, and she was a seamstress making 1880s correct apparel. And then it turned into that building right there. And then he moved into this building here, and he had about 6 seamstresses making period correct clothing. And some movie companies out in California noticed it, and so they just kept coming back to him. And
dude, the one that's thing that really cool.
Like I think it was Hell on Wheels HBO show. Whoever he sold the merchandise to covered his labels and stuff with their own, so that kind of pissed him off. But
jerks.
He's been on like the History Channel. They'll have him on. There was some Mississippi Men show a couple of years ago. They brought him on as a expert historian, and
wow, dude, that's too cool, man.
Yeah, it's different. It ain't car stuff, but it's still cool.
So the question is, where does he find the material for that kind of stuff? Like, man, I have so many questions for that guy now. God, dude, you bastard. Now I'm like, I need to learn about 1880s clothing.
Yeah, so I believe he gets all of his material from a person in Minnesota.
Wow. That's pretty cool, man.
you know, like his storefront, it's appointment only anymore because online is just such a powerhouse.
Yeah.
So he kind of jumped on the online bandwagon before everybody went online. So
yeah,
he's always been a step ahead. He was into Macintosh computers before people were into that, you know. And
yeah, that's crazy. I'm listening to a podcast right now about Steve Jobs. That's pretty wild. Yeah. That's awesome. You know, you wouldn't think a guy that's making vintage clothing would be into you know, being ahead of the time, you know.
Mm-hmm.
The guy that makes old clothes is one of the first e-commerce dudes for vintage clothing.
And he wears his clothing every day. I mean,
oh wow.
He's the cowboy that walks around our town. So when I was a kid, I was kind of embarrassed. You know, I'm like, there's your grandpa. He thinks he's a cowboy, blah, 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 making, you know, poking fun at you as a kid. Yeah. And he'd always offer me like cowboy clothing, you know, you want to wear this to school? No, man.
No, I don't. That's awesome. That's pretty cool. That gives you some good plaid for some seats though, you know?
Oh yeah. Yeah. If I ever need to redo any interiors or anything, I got tons of wool I could use.
That's awesome. So you get a chance to wrench on anything this weekend, or you've been live with everybody too much?
That live that I did on Saturday, you asked about that. That was a one-off deal. That was for Duddy's Adventure. I can't believe he doesn't have 1,000 subscribers yet.
Dude,
he's hilarious.
It's like 900 to 1,000. You know it. It's just you're like, come on. You're expecting to get up every morning and there'd be 10 subs, and like that's what's going to put you over, you know.
And the joke with Duddy last night, I'm like, you ended up getting 60 subs during that whole thing.
Huge. It's huge for a channel that size.
Oh yeah, exactly. And I'm like, and I hosted it, and you know, I was 8 away from 3,000. Duddy's like, how many did you get? And I'm like, 2.
Yeah. Dude, I'm telling you, every time, man, that's what it is. It looks like when I pull your channel up now, though, it shows 3K subs.
Oh, does it? Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. So you know how YouTube is. It could be 29.92. You know, they're like, nope.
3K. It was crazy because when we hit 1K, we went Scott Speed Shop, Judd. Mm-hmm. We were at, I think, around 700. And he gave us a shout out in one of his videos, and it took like 4 days. We kept getting massive sub bumps, you know, and then I just checked the phone. We were working on the Barracuda, and it said 1K subs, and we all freaked out, you know. And
yeah, dude,
we got to 1750 like really quick, and then it's like the summertime hits, and nobody watches YouTube in the summer.
Yeah.
And it's been a slow crawl to 3K, but now that it's cold, I see the views are going up again. And
so. As you were saying that, I was thinking, man, I need to lay back some of my content for the cold weather. I mean, here in Arkansas, dude, we ranch year round, driving stuff all the time. You know, it's not quite like that, I would think, in northeastern Iowa.
Yeah, it's 12 degrees right now, and we got, I believe, 16 cars between all 4 of us on the channel.
Dude, that's crazy.
And we have 1 car stall garage.
That's awesome. So, Patina Pitstop said, I just subbed a Bad Tree. Maybe I put him over. That'd be great, man.
Ooh, hell yeah. Thanks, brughther.
Yep.
Yeah, and we are planning on, we were supposed to have a 50 by 40 shop by 16-foot sidewalls built. Yeah. But the DNR said it was in the floodplain and it needed to be surveyed, and that took 3 months. So,
and who wants to build? You're in trouble now.
My fiance just pulled up. I got caught.
Yep. Oh, I was outside smoking. That's funny.
Yeah. But yeah, next time you're live or whatever, I'll have to pop in when I got some more time.
Let's go. Let's go.
And maybe I could host one, maybe get you on the channel or something. I wouldn't mind getting into hosting them because that was a lot of fun last night.
Dude, it's so great. I love it. I love podcasting and I love live streams because of the comments that are in the
the interaction with everybody. I mean, you can post a premiere and kind of get that.
Yep.
But if your video is like 15 minutes, maybe you want to hang a little bit longer. So these lives they're excellent. I really dig them. And a lot of cool people you get to meet and a lot of good friendships.
Yeah, definitely. Rich GT350R says I dropped in on Bad Tree as well.
Thanks, brother. We appreciate it.
That's awesome. All right. Well, dude, I'm over what I had intended. So I appreciate you coming on though, dude. Thanks, man.
Yeah, no problem. Anytime. Just hit me up.
Oh, hey, I will now. Don't you threaten me with a good time.
And I'm sure everybody in here is sub to you, but if you're not, check out Narks. He's a hell of a guy. So.
Yeah. Hey, I appreciate that. All right, guys. See y'all.
See ya.
Later, man.